So in this series, I'm finally glad that we got to see an episode that doesn't mainly focus on Kirito because I know he's the main character, but we finally got to focus more on Shinon. So that makes us two episodes for us focusing on Shinon. So this is more about how she is in real life. Second episode was how she was in the game. This one's going to be how she is in real life. So it starts out as her shopping, and a couple of bullies encounter her, and this is where the main idea of the episode starts. One of the bullies points a like her finger at her in the shape of a gun, and she gets a little scared, and then that's where you can see how some of the trauma starts to kick in, and she just starts threatening, going like, "Well, I have a few model guns. Why don't I bring them to school?" And then the good best friend Shinkawa comes in and rescues her from the bullies. The bullies run away. Shinkawa takes Shinon to restaurant. They're going to talk about the Bullet of Bullets challenge, which I think they were talking about in the first episode. Basically, what it is, it's a tournament. It's like MLG, basically. And they're talking about that, how Shinon's the best player in Gun Gale Online. Face Shinon, everybody. Face Shinon. But then we're gonna go. Then Chino's gonna go walk home because she says she needs to get stronger. She doesn't want to rely on Shinkawa protecting her the entire time. And we go home. She doesn't. I don't think her parents are living with her or anything. And we get to see sort of how her house is like, how she basically is in real life. And then she pulls out her drawer, and it's supposed to be some sort of gun. It's not a real one. It's like some futuristic gun, and she looks at it, and she sort of she gets frantic, and like she just panics, like she's literally there screaming, holding the gun for 30 seconds, going like, I mean, it's a little funny, but like it's not ha funny. I mean, now nobody's gonna nobody's nobody's just gonna stand there for 30 seconds hold a gun. But the main point is, I think before that or after that, we're gonna get we got a backstory of why she is traumatized by guns, and basically she was with her dad left her when she was 2, and Shinon and her mother went to go live with the grandparents. But one day, in the one peaceful day in Tokyo, they're at the post office. A robber comes in saying, "Put the money in the bag," as always, and he starts shooting and wasting hostages. Well, they're not really hostages. He don't really threaten anybody, but he starts shooting people, and then the robber points the gun at Shinon's mom. Shinon doesn't want her to die, so she throws the whatever book she was reading and bites his hand, and they have a little tussle. He accidentally drops the gun, and it's in her hands now. So she sits down. He gets shot in the stomach. He falls down, tries to get the gun from her. She shoots him again. I think this time in the heart, and then he's still alive. Going like, "Do you need to stay down because you don't want to die?" And then he leaps at her again. Boom! Headshot. You got shot in the head, and he falls down. And then she's just going like, did I just shoot this guy? Like, seriously? Then she looks at her mom. His mom's going like, what kind of child did I raise? And then she realizes, oh gosh, I just murdered this guy in cold blood. Why did I do that? Well, she didn't say that, but pretty sure she was thinking that. And then you get to see how all that trauma kicks in. It's basically, she has PTSD, except she wasn't in war. But that's where it comes from. So she looks at the gun, she drops it, she goes and her throws up, and then she has to take a rag and put it back in, which I really hope this goes away. But then you might be asking, well, if she's afraid of guns, why would she play Gun Gale Online? Well, most because Shinkawa said, well, Gun Gale Online is a great idea to get exposure therapy, so you wouldn't be scared of guns the entire time, which only works when she's in the game. It's a little ironic. She likes playing a game that involves killing and shooting, but she's traumatized by killing and shooting. Ironic, isn't it? It really is. So then you're asking, where do we get some Kirito action, man? Well, we're gonna get that like half into the episode where Kirito says he's quitting Gun Gale Online for a few days, and Asuna's going like, "Why are you doing this?" And she says, "Well, be sure to come back quick." Heck no, he ain't coming back quick. We have a whole season to do Gun Gale Online, man. You funny. So then, he's looking at the what's that thing called? Aincrad, I think. He's saying that he'll come back, and I think he goes to the hospital to I think join Gun Gale Online or rehab. It's the hospital, so either rehab or GGO, probably both. But we don't get to see him go in the game, so you gotta watch episode 4. So then he goes into the game, and then there's a conversation that goes on, not with him, but with some other random people explaining the deaths of Tartuko and Xseed. X is in the name. This is Call of Duty, man. So then they're talking about their deaths, and they're saying that we have to attract this Death Gun guy. We have to make sure that we have to attract him with our real names and stuff. And then he closes that conversation, and this guy that's on the computer brings up 3 people that he had to kill. So Shinon, Xseed, and Takuro. And he puts his hand on Shinon and has that devilish smile. It's either the smile of the nicest guy in the world or the grin of the devil himself. But I can tell you right now, I don't read the light novels, but I have a 99.9.9.9.9.9.9.9.1.9.9 chance that Death Gun or the guy right there is Shinkawa. I hope you guys liked the video. Do not forget to comment, hit that like button like you stole something, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for mobile gaming on the Nexus 7 and them phones and stuff. And be sure to subscribe for anime. If you guys want any more reviews, be sure to put them in the comments. We need some comments. I mean, I'll hug you for some comments. No, and on to me again. See ya.